Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living in Eugene. Thank you and welcome to everyone joining us remotely from home. My name is Danu Green, and I'll be leading our morning meditation for the day. So why don't you go ahead and close your eyes or have a soft downward gaze if you choose. Just give a big exhale. Take a big breath in through your nose and let it out. In once more. Let it go. And once again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. So this will be a guided visionary meditation. So I want you to imagine or picture that there is a golden sphere floating just a few inches above your head. See its beauty, see it shimmering, shining and reflecting light. From this sphere, I want you to picture a pure white light beaming down, and allow this white light to enter through your crown. Let it expand at the top of your head. Allow this light to travel down into your mind's eye. Allow it to expand once more. Breathing with every step, every motion. Now allow this light to travel down into your throat, along your spinal cord, breathing once again, expanding this light. Allowing this light to travel down, touching your heart, breathing and expanding once more. Allow this light to travel down further into your solar plexus or your belly. And expand this light, breathing in, breathing out. Traveling down further, this light reaches down into your sacrum, to your womb space, expanding, breathing. This light travels down further, reaching your root chakra at the base of your spine, expanding once more as we breathe. Allow this light to travel down your legs and directly down from your spine, reaching down to your feet, expanding throughout all of your legs and your feet, breathing in and breathing out. Now send this light further down through these floors, down into the earth. See this light move through every layer of rock, every layer of history, every layer of ancient fossils and the earth's records. See this light continue to travel further down, all the way to the core of the earth, to the heart of the earth. Feel this light connecting with the heat, with the magma, with the pure energy, the pure love, the pure givingness of this Mother Earth, connecting with that divine feminine energy. Just see if you can expand that light from the core of the earth, filling up the entirety of the earth. begin to call that energy, call that white light that's been blessed with the divine feminine, call it back up through every layer, back up through the surface of the earth, back up through this floor. Call that energy back up through your feet. See it travel up your legs. Remembering to take your time and breathe. See this energy reconnect with your root, the base of your spine. Back up to your sacral chakra, to your womb space, up to the solar plexus, the belly, back up to the heart, to the throat, back up into your mind's eye, filling that whole space, expanding, filling your whole head. Feel this light reach the tip to your crown, the top of your head. Send that light back to the golden sphere. Now send this beam of light higher up above you. See this light travel up to the sky, reaching up and beyond the clouds. Allow this light to travel up into our atmosphere, every layer of it. Traveling up into the space, to the stars. Remembering to breathe. Allow this light to reach to the highest extension of your being, the highest extension of your soul, of your spirit. Allow this white light to connect with the divine masculine energy of pure potentiality, pure givingness, connecting with the highest wisdom of your highest teachers and guides. Connecting with the love of God, of spirit, of the universe. When you're ready, call that light back down through the cosmos, through the stars, down through space, reaching Earth's atmosphere once again, touching the clouds, moving down through the blue sky, back in through the top of this building, wherever you are, back through this golden sphere. Call this energy directly into your heart and allow it to sit there and expand there in the union of the divine masculine and feminine that is you. Just taking a few more deep breaths. For the remaining 5 minutes of this meditation, we will enjoy some sacred silence as we continue to breathe. When you're ready, you may choose to open your eyes or keep them closed if you wish as we get ready for our music. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, and welcome this morning to the Center for Spiritual Living here in Greater Eugene, Oregon. Everyone say yes. Yes. I am so wonderful to be here this morning. So let's all stand and let's sing, I am as God created me.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Eugene. Beautiful, crisp spring morning. I'd like to invite everybody, if they're new, visiting, or have any info they need to update, please do it on the little sheets we have in the foyer. The in-process foyer, I guess. I guess they're in the social hall right now, aren't they? Everything's in social hall because we're doing renovations, as you can see, for sure. Here at the Center for Spiritual Living, we know that empowered people live richer, fuller lives. So we use the principles of science of mind to inspire minds, open hearts, and empower lives. At this moment, I'd like to invite the practitioner of the day up, who is Danu Green. And he'll lead us in our first affirmative treatment today after we sing.
Good morning, everyone. Hi. For those of you who don't know, my name is Danu Green. I am a member of our practitioner team here, and I will be leading our affirmative prayer, or treatment as we call it here. So when you're ready, if you feel called, close your eyes or have a soft downward gaze. Let's take a few deep breaths together. Breathing in, breathing out. In again, letting it go. In once more, let it go. So there is one mind, one heart, one life, one God, one spirit, one universe, one source. This source is infinite. It is all-encompassing. It created everything we see out of itself. It is forever giving in every moment. It is all-powerful, all-knowing, ever-present. I know that this one spirit is the source of love, is the source of gentleness, is the source of peace and truth. It is the giver of life, the giver of infinite good. And as a piece of this universe, as a piece of this one life, as a piece of all that is, I know that I too am made of this source. I am an expression of it, of that spirit, that God, that life force energy. And just as I know this is true for myself, I know this is true for every person here. I know that we are all divine expressions of God's love, of all of its qualities. As the expression of divine life force energy that we are, I know that we are all embracing our gentleness, allowing our gentleness to flow through us, to touch every heart of every being we encounter. I know that this gentleness is our superpower. It is how we change the world. It is how we grow, how we learn, how we soften each other's edges. I know that we are all expressions of divine love. We share it with ourselves, with each other, with every piece of nature, every living being. I know that the peace of God, the peace of Spirit, is our peace. It is what we live right now. It is what we live in every moment moving forward. I know that we are guided toward divine right action to create peace, to expand peace, to return gentleness to this planet. Knowing this truth, I proclaim it right here, right now. And I find gratitude for the perfection of this morning, of this day, for the beauty and the love of this community, for all that I am and all that we are. I give thanks. Knowing the power of my word, I release it now into the creative law of mind that receives its impress and makes it so. And so it is.
Thank you, Donna. I always forget to introduce myself when I come up here. It's such a different vantage point when you go up here and you see all these smiling faces, and you're like right when you come up here, it's even hard to start talking. You have to get used to it. My name's Kevin Butcher. I come from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I lost community in Chattanooga, and I moved 3,000 miles to find it, and I found it here. I just thank y'all for being here every day, every week, and I love you guys so much. So anyway, our April affirmation, gentleness, is a powerful energy that allows all the moments of my life to be sacred and holy, even sucky ones. My world is alive as love itself, and I breathe gentleness into it all. Yeah, the suck is part of it too, isn't it? So anyway, let's say it together. Gentleness is a powerful energy that allows all the moments of my life to be sacred and holy, even even sucky ones. My world is alive as love itself, and I breathe gentleness into it all. Okay, like you guys already know, practitioner of the day is Donna Green. Today's message is Your Gentleness is Showing by Reverend Bonnie Anderson. Got the duo today. Thank you, guys. And today's music is Reverend Andy Anderson. And take it away, buddy.
Take a big breath in.
I am opening. I am opening to the truth of who I am. I am opening to this present holy moment. As I take a moment and breathe slowly and deeply. And I imagine myself walking down a beautiful path of spring flowers, feeling the sunshine on my shoulders, smelling the earthy smell of spring. And I look down at all the wonderful colors and sizes and shapes. And I'm reminded of the creativity of spirit, the generosity of spirit, how it is such a miracle to have new growth appear in the spring and grow and green and blossom and colorful beauty and majesty. So just imagine yourself for a moment walking on that beautiful path. Take another deep, holy breath, slow and deep. Coming back into this room, remembering the colors and the smells and the beauty. So it is. Well, you're all here. Andy and I are just honored. It's been a while since we've been here, and it's so wonderful, and that energy is so good. And I was inspired by the walking in the front today with all the beautiful flowers, all the different colors and shapes and sizes. It's so beautiful. And we feel the wonderful energy of the people here and of the people that are watching online. It's just a wonderful thing. We're glad to be here. And my topic this morning is the value-led life. You know, our values reflect our life. They reflect what's important to us. They reflect the things that we honor. And if we look at them from a higher perspective, if we look at them from a spiritual perspective, the values that we hold, we can look at them and determine if they are, oh my gosh, that's my phone making that. I thought I put it on airplane mode, so, oh well, excuse me. It can make a real change when we really look at what we value in our lives and we think about it and put attention on it. Because when we live in alignment with our true values, we're just happier, aren't we? We're happier, we're more congruent, we're more peaceful. Because if we're trying to live a value that isn't important to us, it creates strife, it creates dissonance in our lives. And so it's worth spending some time, I think, looking at our values and seeing which ones are alive in our life. When we're out of alignment with our values, we don't have as much joy in our lives because we're not honoring the things that are important to us. In this teaching, we believe that what we focus on, we create, right? And so if we focus on the values that we have decided are important to us, rather than maybe some of the values we inherited from our parents or our families or our friends, there may have been values that didn't resonate with us, but we just inherited them. So it's really nice to take a fresh look and really think about what is important to us. What do we value? So the first question is, what are your values? What are your basic values? And some of you may have done this exercise before, but I was in a coaching class years ago, and they gave us a big list of values and said, okay, we want you to rank them, rank 15 of them, or I don't remember how many it was. But I went online and got this from Brene Brown, and I have some printed out if anyone would like one. There's so many values. It's hard to choose. Let me just throw a few of them out there. Adventure. I think that's one of mine, adventure. Authenticity. Beauty. Curiosity. Family, freedom. What I found when I did this many years ago, Andy and I were living in, where's Andy? Oh, there. San Francisco, and we were young. I don't even know if we were parents yet. And I realized that freedom was my highest value after narrowing it down further and further and further. And freedom was, and I didn't feel free then, but I do now. Fun. Who wants to have fun as a value? I do. Joy. Making a difference. Giving back. Peace. I know peace is one of mine, especially the older I get. Peace. That deep peace. It's interesting here because I found 3 that are right together. Safety, security, and right above that is risk-taking. So this is a good thing to think about. I mean, we all want to be safe. We all want to feel safe in our bodies and our lives. But do we want to risk-take too? Do we want to have a few, step off the cliff a couple of times? And spirituality, I think probably for a lot of us, And some of the things that you may have inherited or from society are wealth. You know, is wealth important to you? Abundance is different than wealth to me. And efficiency. You know, things have to be done right and efficiently. That's not one of mine. I would have a hard time if it was. But it's a great exercise to do. And I encourage you to download this or pick up one of those and go through it and make a list of your 10 top values. And just look at those and see. Because the next question is, are you living in alignment with your values? Are you living them? Remember, when we're in alignment, we're more peaceful and present and more joyful. So let's take a look at some of these. It doesn't mean that we have to fix ourselves and go on a mission to change ourselves so that we're living our values. It's being gentle, you know, gentleness, which is the theme. It's being gentle and just looking and saying, how does that feel? What does that mean to me? What does freedom mean to me? What does giving back mean to me? So, for instance, I think nature is one of my top values because I get a lot of wisdom in nature. You know, when I sit by the river or walk in the woods or sit under a tree, I get messages in my journal, and it's just, you know, I'm a wonderful conduit, and I love being in nature. But I don't spend enough time in nature. I was realizing as I was working on this talk, I was looking out. Now, see, we have a beautiful view of the river in our house, so you don't really have to go out there to see it. So that's the problem. You know, it's a real difference sitting in my dining room looking at the river through the glass or sitting on the river bank and hearing it and smelling it. And, you know, so I realized in preparing this talk that I want to spend more time in nature because it's one of my values. And I'm not doing it. I'm sure I will be happier when I allow myself to be fed by the Spirit in that way. So if honesty is one of your values, what if you work for a company that maybe has practices that you don't agree with or that don't seem honest? How is that every day? How is that going to make you feel? How is that going to weigh on you? I remember when I was, again, living in San Francisco, I worked for a financial services company. And the perks were great. I mean, they were great. The money wasn't outstanding, but I got to take Andy to Paris with me and Venice. We went on these trips, you know, and they were built into the investment. A certain percentage of the investment could be spent on training, and they chose to train in all these beautiful places, Hawaii. And it seemed okay. I was buying it. Yeah, I like this life. And then one time, a financial planner I was on the phone with said, "Would you sell this investment to your grandmother?" And I went, "Oh, no, I wouldn't. Not that I think it's fraudulent or anything, but it's just not safe enough. I wouldn't be 100% sure enough to sell it to my grandma, my sweet little grandma." So I couldn't work there anymore. I mean, I didn't quit that day, but I started to realize that dissonance that I had. Like, oh, especially, he brought it home. He asked the perfect question, you know? And I started to think about it, and I kept saying, no, I mean, I can't. I tried, but I couldn't. It woke me up. It woke me up to the truth of what I was doing. And how did I feel every day when I went home and tried not to think about that, you know, and tried to put it aside when it was resonating with me? So how can we be more joyful with our values? Be in alignment. The first step is, as I said, figuring out what they are and what they mean to you, and then looking at the fact, am I living these? Joy. I love joy, right? How much joy do I have in my life? I'd like more. Sometimes I get too serious about things. I don't know about you. I figure I got to get, clean the house, do this, do that. Where's joy in that? Maybe just putting the music on and doing a little dance or something. So listing our values can lead us to a life where we're living the qualities of God, where we're living a more spiritual life. The qualities of God, there's many, but wisdom, light, love, peace, power, joy, life, where we're living the higher qualities, that the values we have help us to lead a life, like we said, a value-led life that's led by those things, led by peace. Look at your life through the eyes of peace. Look at your life through the eyes of love. Look at your life through the eyes of freedom. It really, doesn't it? It really takes us to a deep place just by doing this, by waking up to what we're really doing, what we think we're doing, but what we're really doing. One of mine is humor, right? Is that important? Who's is humor important to? Yeah. And how often do I have a deep belly laugh? One of my sisters around, I do, but it also helps us when we do this to get rid of our limited beliefs, to look at the beliefs that maybe we carry, we think are value, but are not important to us anymore. Or the honesty. Am I living that? And is that still one of my values? So it gives you a chance to refresh all that and get clear. Michael Beckwith said, as the alchemist of your own life, I love that, the alchemist of your own life, find a bit of the frequency you want to experience and place your attention there. As it becomes your perception, live from there. Mm-hmm. Live from your values. So I have a question for you. What are you passionate about? Think about that for a minute. What are you really passionate about in your life? And are you doing that? Are you exploring that area? So I'm going to tell you a story about Andy and a man named Phil Jones. And we started into this teaching at it was the Church of Religious Science in Fremont, California, with Dr. J. Scott Neal. Yes, Kathy too. And Andy and I walked in there one day, and it changed our lives. So Andy wasn't doing music in church then. When I met him, he was in a band and was out on touring and doing recording and all of that. But the band broke up, and he kind of wasn't doing music very much. So we started watching people like Daniel Nahmod at Silmar and looking up there and saying, oh, I can do that, and started waking up to that. So I'll tell you the story of how he wrote his first song, New Thought song. And there was a guy that was the president of the board, Phil Jones. And Phil Jones said he would get up there when he did the announcements and say, here's the mission statement of the church, but let me tell you my own personal mission statement. Let me, what is it again?
Live my life with passion, let the good times keep on rolling.
Yeah, live my life with passion and let the good times keep on rolling. Right. Let the good times continue to roll. That was it, right, Kathy? Let your good times continue to roll. And he said, I get up in the morning and I look in the mirror and I read that, I say that affirmation to myself every day. I live my life with passion and continue to let the good times roll. And so he was very inspiring. And I'll tell you his story. He was, when he was a younger man, he lived in Detroit, and he worked for one of the motor companies. Detroit, yeah, I'm from Detroit too. He worked for one of the car companies, and he worked on the assembly line, which a lot of people did back then. It was, still do. But then you made a living wage working in the assembly line. I'm not sure if it's like that now, but you could buy a house, you could support a family. It was a good job. People liked to have those jobs because they were good paying jobs. So he was working there, kind of doing his own thing, and one day he walked across the street to the tavern that people had lunch at, and he went over there and sat down at the bar to eat his lunch. And a man sat down next to him, a black man. And he said that was a little unusual in Detroit then. Usually a black guy maybe wouldn't, this might have been in the 50s, wouldn't sit down next to you at the, at a bar. But the guy was nice, and they started chatting. And the guy looked at him and said, so what do you do? And he said, I work across the street for Ford or whatever the company was. And he said, I work on the assembly line. And he said, do you like it? And he said, no, nobody really likes it. He said, do you love it? No, I don't love it. He said, it's all right, pays the bills. I go to work every day. It's not terrible. But no, I don't love it. And he said, what do you love? Looked him in the eye and said, what do you love, Phil? And Phil just popped out of his mouth and said, I love music. He said, I can't sing, I can't play an instrument, but I love music. And the guy looked at him in the eye and said, quit your job and get a job in the music industry. And it woke Phil up. He went home and started looking in the paper for a job. Now, he didn't have any experience, he didn't have any skills, so he was he applied for a job at one of those places that sells pianos. You walk in and they've got all the pianos in there, and they say, do you play the piano? And he said, no. Well, sorry, you can't work, you need to play the piano. And when he told his wife what he was doing, she was very not real happy. What do you mean you're quitting your job and working in the music industry? And he said, he was transformed when he had heard that. So he finally got a job for a small record company in the mailroom. He was like shipping albums out. It was albums then, shipping albums out and working. And he did a good job, and they started to like him, and he got better. Well, it turns out that this small company was Motown. And so he got in on the ground floor with Berry Gordy. And the company started to grow and expand, and he went up the ladder. And he was in charge of distribution, and he had many different jobs. And he and his wife talk about the times they had. They were friends with Stevie Wonder, Diana Ross, Smokey Robinson. They went to parties with all of them. They were their friends. And Phil, at his house, when we went to his house, he had gold records up on the wall that he had been involved in doing. And from that, look what happened. He took a risk, and he followed this advice, but it started out from, what do you love? And who would tell somebody to quit a job if you love music if you can't sing or play an instrument? I mean, that doesn't make any sense, right? Phil called this guy his angel. He never saw him again in his life. He dropped in to plant this seed, to change his life. And Minta, they ended up being very affluent, and because as he rose, he made good money, and they were comfortable, and he was a real religious scientist. He wasn't before then, but he became a real religious scientist. So then I didn't tell you the rest of the story. Andy was inspired by this, and he wrote his first New Thought song, which is "Live Your Life with Passion." He wrote it about Phil, and Phil passed away before he could hear it. He was making his transition when Andy was writing the song, and he was trying to finish it before he made his transition, but he didn't. But it shows you that when you're aligned with what is important to you, your life can be at a whole different level. A whole different level. And I encourage you to look at your values and figure out what they are, and give yourself more joy in your life by aligning yourself with those things that are important to you. And a good thing to do is look at your calendar. Like I say, nature is important to me. Where's the hikes in my calendar? There's a lot of dates and doctor's appointments and this I have to do, but take a hike? Where's sit out? Take a hike. Where's sit out by nature? You know, are you doing those things that bring you joy? Because we all know that what you put your intention on grows. And when I was working on this, thinking of all the inspiration that I have gotten from nature, I think, why have I been sitting at my dining room table looking out the window? Because I don't have that. I don't have enough of that in my life. And so I want to change that by becoming clear to what you love, like Phil did. What makes you feel alive? What makes you feel joy? What things you can't live without? And spending more time on those, writing them in your calendar, letting them become a part of your life. Let the infinite wisdom direct you to a life of passion and joy. You know, I love Andy's song, Lead Me, Guide Me. Because when I'm starting something new like this and I don't know what to do, I just say, lead me, guide me. Spirit, lead me, guide me. And it always works. It might take more time. Just as an aside, you've heard about making a God box. I've done it in workshops before, and I was just reading a book by Tosha Silver that said, make a God box. If you want something in your life, write it down, or you want something for someone else, write it down on a card and put it in a God box and know it's done. You're surrendering it to the universe. You're allowing the divine to lead the way. And so my son Ben was looking for a new place to live, and I put it in the God box probably 6-8 months ago, that he's going to find the perfect place that he can afford, that has lots of inside and outside space. I'm thinking, yeah, you know, part of me is saying, rents are going up. He's probably going to be something less than he has now, maybe. And how can, you know, all those negative thoughts were going in that I had to let go of. But I knew it was in the God box. It was handled. I didn't have to worry about it. And a couple of weeks ago, he and his new girlfriend moved into a 5-bedroom house, and they're each saving $400 a month rent. So, and it's got a big yard. So I went home. I was looking back through the things in my God box. So it's surrendering, but thinking out what it is that you want, what gives you joy, what do you value. So live your life with passion. That's what happens when we live our values. What's the title? When we let the values lead us, the values that are important to us. So live your life with passion.
Wake up and behold a brand new day before me. Excited to experience this day that God has made. I'll let love and joy go before me. Praise the world, love and joy. I just keep on giving to what's in front of me. Don't hold nothing back, just keep looking straight ahead. With Spirit as my guide, with His love from inside, it's my way. Oh, it's my way to live my life with passion and let the good times keep on rolling. Oh, live my life with passion and let the good times keep on rolling. Allow my full potential to express the truth of me. I choose to go forward in a bold and brand new way. See, I'm never blinded by the events that surround me. I'm never sided by the calls of yesterday. I just keep on giving to what's in front of me. Don't hold nothing back, just keep looking straight ahead. With Spirit as my guide, with His joy from inside, it's my way. Oh, it's my way
I'm jazzed right now. Listen to Andy and hearing Bonnie's beautiful talk and having the amazing Chris Ward. Many of you don't know this face, but when I first got here, he was the main guitarist we had before we got Mo. And have him back today while Mo's on vacation, it is just such a treasure. He is a gifted guitarist. He's having a bit of a health challenge right now, so everybody just send him a little extra love so his foot gets well. And I'm just happy. And it's time for the offering, and if the song leaders would please come up and lead us. We're going to lead the song, but for right now, our opportunity to give thanks, our opportunity to bless this center, our opportunity to help grow this center and expand the work that we do comes through the gifts that we give. And those gifts return to us multiplied. The more we give, the more we receive. If I need more time, I give more time. If I need more money, I give more money. If I need more whatever, I give that. If you would like to do a direct payment online, you can scan this code up here, or there's several different ways to PayPal, Breeze, and we're working on getting Zelle as well. So we are coming into the 21st century, by golly, in terms of giving. But whether or not you're giving actual cash today, or you're giving online, or you've given through tithing, put your hand with your gift or just your hand over your heart and say, I bless this gift.
I bless this gift.
Knowing it is the inspiration of divine good.
Knowing it is the inspiration of divine good.
And I give thanks.
And I give thanks.
And release it with love.
And release it with love.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Everything in this world goes around, flowing in abundance that knows no bounds. Giving and receiving, we circulate the love. Gratitude, knowing there's always enough. We give thanks. We give thanks with this offering. We give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks for everything. We give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks with this offering. We give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks for everything. And we actually get 3 songs from Andy this week. That was a little bonus song. So we have one more song before we do announcements. Yay! Sometimes I lose my way, and even in the darkest day, there's a light always shining bright, leading me into the light. When I stumble, can't find my way, something within will always guide my way. I listen to that voice inside, knowing that's where love resides. Every day is a perfect day to surrender and let it lead the way. It's in my life, it's all I am. I release and let go, and lo, I know nothing is impossible. I know that everything is possible, and when I forget, nothing is impossible. I remember that everything is possible. Things in life will always come and go. It's so good to know what you know. You know we are free and one with all of life. Keep smiling
impossible. I know that everything is possible, and when I forget, nothing is impossible. I remember that everything is possible. I know nothing is impossible. I know that everything is possible, and when I forget, nothing is impossible. I remember that everything is possible. Nothing's impossible. With spirit, with love, everything is possible. In my neighborhood, everywhere I go, I'm one with the universe. Just let it flow. Looking around me, it's all I see. Oh, the gift's already given to me. It's up to me to know and believe. Speak my word, today I'm free. And nothing is impossible. I know that everything is possible. And when I forget, nothing is impossible. I remember that everything is possible. Woo! Nothing's impossible. With spirit, with love, everything is possible. In the neighborhood, everywhere I go, I remember and I know nothing is impossible. Nothing's impossible. Nothing's impossible.
And that's the truth. I want to share with us our global vision, where we've moved from doing the what we believe to our global vision, and this is the first week of this quarter. So number one is we envision all people, all beings, and all life as expressions of God. Everything is sacred. Every single thing is sacred, even the sucky stuff. So, announcements. Today is Birthday Sunday. Birthday Sunday. April birthdays. Please rise. Oh, come on. Everybody up there too? Happy birthday. Gina. Happy birthday, dear Gina. Happy birthday to you. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you. You are wonderful. God is blessing you now. Now, are any of you up there standing too, or were you just standing to stand? Okay, I didn't know if I've got some birthdays up there. I want to make sure I acknowledge them. Okay, community potluck today. We have some snacks. Naomi's made some chicken salad. There's other stuff. Come on and enjoy after. There's no discussion group today. The discussion is the potluck. So you go into the potluck and just discuss away. The Men's Coffee is back at the 5th Street Market, Tuesdays at 10:30. The Wednesday gathering is at 5:30 in the main hall. And I'm going to be here this week talking about the class I'm teaching, The Power of Decision. And we're going to do some workshop-y things to help you explore whether or not taking the power of decision for the first time or again might be the best thing for you. I have I took it 3 times before I became a minister, and I've taught it at least 6 times. And every time I do it, it's different. I'm different. And we have in the bookstore, Astrid is showing us, thank you, we have the book and the new workbook. It's a whole new curriculum. It's not the same old curriculum we had. And it comes with a workbook that has special workbook things to do with each single chapter. So it's going to be an awesome thing. It'll be offered, well, anyway, I'll talk about that later, but that's Wednesday night. We're going to be talking all about that. And Thursdays at noon in the social hall, we have soup, bread, and spiritual principles. And this week I'm doing navy bean soup, and we're going to be discussing spiritual beings. We envision all people, all beings, and all life as expressions of God, or spiritual beings. So come and talk with us at noon. It's offering basis. At 1:30 on Thursdays, Karuna is leading the grief support group in the meditation room. You can come for soup, and if you have anything that you're working on with grief, you can go on in and be with that group. Virtual game night is this coming Friday. Our beloved Kathy Day will be leading that. And then this coming Saturday, Jennifer and her wonderful husband are leading bingo. We've got some lovely prizes that people have been donating, and it is a lot of how many people have attended the bingo? How fun is it? Okay, it's fun, folks. Here's the Powering Your Decision class. Thanks to Astrid for making the beautiful poster. It's an accredited class. It's open to everyone. There are no prerequisites. And what I'm loving about this workbook is at the beginning, she has literally a vocabulary chapter on what do we mean when we say subjective mind? What do we mean when we say the absolute? What do we mean with this and that? So it's really, I'm getting very, very excited about and you know how much I love teaching. I really would hope that you can find a way to do this either Thursday night or Friday morning. And then on the 27th of April, that's a Saturday, Julia Hubble will be doing lessons in excuse busting. Have you decided that well, I'm too old for that. I'm too old to do this. No, you're not. Stop it. All right? And she's going to help you do that. And then on Monday, 3 weeks from tomorrow, we have certificates. Take your friends, 50% of your purchases at Papa's Pizza on that day, if you come in with a certificate in your hand, will go to the center. 50%. So if you spend $20, $10 goes to the center. If you spend $5, if you spend $50, $25 goes to the center. Or you can also on that day buy gift certificates, and 25% of that will go to the center. So, and there is going to be, we'll talk about that as we get closer. They're setting up, you can pop in throughout the day, and they're getting together a group to come as just a giant party that night. It's a Monday.
Coburg?
Coburg Papa's Pizzas, Coburg Road, just right up the street, half a mile down the road. Astrid's putting together so many things, but they are doing the Eugene's largest community yard sale. We're going to have in our yard, in our parking lot, in our social hall, and maybe even in here, booths that people can bring their stuff. You can either donate stuff and we'll sell all of it, or you can get a space and you get the money and give us a percentage of it, however that works. But you can reserve your space now. The book boutique is open today. Go in, get yourself a book, go into the social hall, get a snack. Oh,
If you want to sign
Astrid,
up for
we.
a sale and need some assistance, you could do that in the bookstore with me today.
If you want to sign up for the yard sale and need some assistance, you can do that in the bookstore with Astrid today. We have plenty of opportunities for you to help at the yard sale, at different things for Kitchen Angels today, cleaning up after the potluck, any one of a number of things. And I believe the practitioner of the day will now be, and thanks to Ellen and Meredith for the beautiful artwork in here. And Danu is going to talk about practitioners.
All right, as I mentioned, I'm a member of our practitioner team here, And our role as practitioners is to be an anchor of truth. We are here to know spiritual truth for you. And there are many different reasons you can come to a practitioner. Often people come to us if they're struggling with something emotionally, physically, trying to heal through something. But also if you have something you want to just amplify the truth and the power and the energy of, if you're celebrating something, if you're calling something new into your life, we're here to help know that truth for you and to send it out to the universe to have it come about in your life. So if our practitioner team could stand up and introduce themselves. I am Danu Green.
Reverend Trish. Linda. Susan. Randy Gaines. Kathy Day.
So thank you. We are all available after service. You can come find any of us and we will sit and do a couple minutes of prayer work with you. So thank you.
I have just a quick announcement. Danu and I are going to be official in a couple months. And as it is right now, we can do practitioner sessions. We cannot charge for them, but we can have donations go to the center for sessions. So I would like to offer a fundraiser for this month, free sessions with me for love offerings to the center. So from now until mid-month next month, make an appointment with me, and I would love to meet with you. Thank you.
Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Sing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds, each by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Saying, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Yes.
I live my life, repeat after me, I live my life with passion.
I live my life with passion.
And let the good times continue to roll.
And let the good times continue to roll.
So it is.
So it is.
That's a good one.